Welcome to your personalized deep dive.
Yes.
Today we are diving deep into something super interesting, the world of fashion and AI. You sent over a collection of articles all about it, from places like Forbes, Threading Change, Fashion United, even SG Analytics, McKinsey and Company, a whole bunch more, all looking at this idea, how AI is changing fashion. Think of this like your shortcut, your quick guide to the most important stuff happening right now.
Right.
We're going to unpack how AI is changing everything. Like, how do we even know what the next big trends are going to be?
Yeah.
To how clothes are actually designed, managing the whole process of getting them made, and to us, and even how we shop for clothes.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is. It is a lot of moving parts.
We are going to look at the positives.
Yeah.
Like, can AI help make fashion more sustainable? Could we get like personalized style advice from a computer?
Right.
But also the potential issues, like what happens to jobs if AI can design clothes?
Yeah.
Do we risk everyone wearing the same thing because AI is making all the decisions? We'll cover a bunch of key things. How AI analyzes just tons and tons of information to predict trends, sometimes years in advance.
It's really remarkable.
AI helping designers be more creative, like coming up with new styles, even like making original prints and fabrics. AI's role in that whole process
Yeah.
of making clothes, that whole supply chain, making it more efficient, more sustainable, by doing things like predicting demand, reducing waste, how AI is changing online shopping with things like virtual try-ons, personalized recommendations, using AI for marketing,
Absolutely.
ads, loyalty programs, and then all those challenges we talked about. Jobs, intellectual property, how do we regulate this whole thing?
Sure.
Real quick before we jump in, just want to remind everyone,
Yes.
Deep Dive is for information and entertainment only, not professional advice. Just a fun way to explore all this stuff.
Right.
Hope you enjoy. So,
AI predicting fashion trends. Kind of like the ultimate fashion fortune teller. What's that all about? Yeah. It really is. And I mean, it's amazing how AI can handle so much data. Like, we're talking massive amounts of information from social media.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
what people are talking about, the hashtags, how they interact with fashion stuff online.
Oh, yeah.
And then articles, e-commerce sales data, runway shows.
Oh, well.
It's all going into this system to try and figure out what the next big thing is going to be.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, the colors we wear, the patterns, the textures, the whole overall style.
Yeah.
It's really trying to understand what people are going to be into.
It's like it knows what we're going to want before we even do.
Sort of, yeah.
It's like I read about this company, Tech.
Yes.
They scan millions of social media pictures every single day
Every day.
and can identify like over 2,000 fashion details and 500 colors.
That's a lot of detail.
And they say they can predict trends now up to 24 months in advance.
It's really something.
That's a long time
It is.
for a brand to sort of get a head start
It is.
on what they're going to make, what they're going to sell.
It is. It changes the game completely, I think.
So is it just like, okay, blue is going to be popular? Or is it more specific than that?
It's way more specific. What's really interesting to me is that it can look at these tiny little details.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's not just like, okay, this color's going to be big. It's like the exact shade
I got
and
it.
the kind of clothes it's going to be on, even little things like sleeve styles and necklines that are going to be trending.
Oh, my God.
And because they work with like Louis Vuitton and Dior, this isn't some like small startup.
Right.
This is being used by some of the biggest names in fashion.
Yeah.
So this this isn't theoretical. It's really influencing what you see in the stores.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not just social media, right?
Right.
Like AI can look at all this other stuff too. Like I was reading about runway shows
Yes.
and fashion blogs and articles and even sales data. So it's like it's looking at the whole picture,
Right.
all the different ways that we learn about fashion
Absolutely.
and putting them all together.
It's like putting a giant puzzle together to figure out what we're all going to be wanting to buy next year.
Exactly. Yeah. I saw that Trendalytics. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Trendalytics. They use Google Trends and social media data
Right.
to try to figure out these trends.
And they work with big brands.
Yeah.
Like Free People, Macy's. So again,
Yeah.
these aren't small players.
No.
They're really using this data to make decisions.
What about edited? I saw that one too.
Edited. They're interesting. They're very focused on giving retailers AI-powered insights
Oh,
to
interesting.
make sure they're making the right choices about what to buy.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not just about predicting the trend. It's about saying, okay, well, if this is going to be popular, how do you actually make sure you have the right stuff in your stores
Right, yeah.
so they don't miss out?
Right. And WGSN. I was reading about them too.
Oh, yeah, WTSN.
They launched this AI platform specifically for buyers to help them plan ahead, design new products, and even make decisions during the season based on real-time data. And they're saying this could reduce overproduction
Which is huge.
by 5 to 15%.
It's a huge problem in fashion.
Yeah.
All this waste.
So that's a really...
So if they can get even a small percentage
Yeah.
reduction in waste, that's a big impact.
That's a big deal, yeah. And the fact that AI can deliver all this information
Uh-huh.
in real time.
Right.
It's not like waiting 6 months for a report.
Yeah, no.
It's like, as things are happening, you're seeing it.
Yeah, you're seeing trends emerge as they happen.
Yeah.
So you can be more proactive.
Right.
You're not just trying to catch up. You can get ahead of the curve.
So this is a whole new way of thinking about it.
It is.
It's not just like waiting for something to become popular. It's like knowing before.
Yes.
So, okay, that's how AI is like predicting what we're going to wear.
Right.
But it can also help design the clothes themselves, which is just, that's mind-blowing to me.
It is. It's really cool.
It is. How does
Uh-huh.
that even work?
So the interesting thing is AI can look at those trend forecasts we
Right.
just talked about. So it knows what colors are going to be popular, what fabrics, what patterns.
Right.
But it can also look at data on what's sold well in the past. And from all of that, it can generate totally new designs,
Wow.
sometimes even providing the sewing patterns.
Oh, my God.
So it's like having this design assistant that never gets tired
Right.
and is always full of ideas.
Yeah.
And can really speed up the initial design process.
Yeah. I was reading about generative AI. I think that's what they called it.
Yeah.
It's like teaching computers to be creative.
Yeah.
Almost like they're mimicking human creativity.
It really is. And the cool thing is, it's not just theory. We're
Wow.
seeing it in the real world.
Yeah.
Colleen Estrada, the New York label, and Christopher Kane, they've both shown clothes with prints generated by AI. And Kaysen, the Ukrainian brand, they even designed denim using AI.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. What about that exhibition at the V&A Museum?
Oh, yeah, the Culture XAI event.
Yeah.
So they had clothes there designed using this tool called Eddy. Eddy. And the thing with 80 is it can take mood boards and sketches and turn them into designs super fast.
Oh.
It can distinguish between thousands of colors.
Like it's that specific?
It is, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I also read about some of the tools that are coming out that designers are using
Yes.
to create these super realistic images
Yes.
and artwork
Absolutely.
for clothing.
Yeah.
So it's moving beyond just like the inspiration phase. It's like actually helping with the process
Right.
of creating the look, the
Yeah.
style, the actual
Yeah.
design.
Yeah. And there are platforms now where you can take your idea. So whether it's a sketch, an image,
Right?
and it can generate designs from that, even creating 3D models so you can see a virtual prototype
Oh, wow.
without having to actually make the garment.
Which reduces waste.
Exactly.
If you don't have to make a sample.
Huge. Yeah.
That's a big deal. So it's almost like AI is becoming a code designer.
Right.
It's like offering this starting point.
Yeah.
And then the human designer can build on that.
Absolutely.
I remember reading about this one designer who used AI to create a dress
Oh, yes.
with these petals that would change their look.
It's really pushing the boundaries
Yeah.
of what's possible.
AI can sort of do things that we couldn't imagine before.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay. AI is helping us know what to design. It's helping with the design process. What about actually making the clothes,
Right.
like that whole supply chain,
Right.
and making that process more sustainable? What's AI doing there?
So this is really key. A lot of the articles talked about this, how AI can look at past sales data, inventory data, and make predictions about what's going to sell in the future.
Okay.
And this is huge because then you can make better decisions about how much to produce.
Right.
And that directly reduces overproduction,
Which is a massive problem
which is a huge problem.
in fashion.
Yeah.
Too many clothes.
Way too many clothes that end up in landfills.
Yeah.
It's a real problem.
So if you can accurately predict what people are going to want, you don't end up with all that waste.
Exactly.
I read about a company, they use AI to help retailers figure out exactly what to stock in their stores
Oh, interesting.
so they don't overstock or run out of popular items,
Yeah.
which means less waste.
Right.
Yeah.
If you have the right stuff in your stores,
Right.
people buy it.
Yeah.
You don't have to throw it away,
And it's not just inventory management,
right?
right? AI can optimize like that whole supply
It's
chain,
the whole thing.
getting the right clothes to the right places at the right time,
Right.
which obviously makes customers happier,
Right.
but can also make businesses more profitable.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. And, beyond just knowing what to produce,
Right.
AI can even help with making the manufacturing process itself more sustainable.
Yeah.
So things like optimizing energy use in factories,
Hmm.
suggesting sustainable materials,
Right.
thinking about recyclability,
Hmm.
environmental impact, and it can even help reduce waste during production
Okay.
by being able to predict defects and improve quality control. So you're catching those problems before they become a big deal.
Right. Yeah. I also saw that AI is being used to track clothes from when they're made to when they're thrown away.
Oh, yeah.
Or not thrown away, hopefully.
Hopefully not.
Right. But the idea is, can we repair them?
Right.
Can we resell them? Can we recycle them? So it's moving towards this idea of a circular fashion system,
Absolutely.
which is really cool.
And, AI platforms can even connect buyers and sellers in that resale market.
Oh, wow.
So it makes it easier for people to buy and sell used clothes.
Yeah.
Which again reduces waste,
Yeah.
keeps clothes in circulation longer. And then the potential for AI in sorting textile waste is huge because it can identify the different fibers,
Yeah.
remove contaminants. And that can mean a lot more clothing can actually be recycled
Oh, wow.
instead of going to the landfill.
Yeah.
And even big designers are partnering with AI companies now
Right.
to look at the environmental impact of the materials they use and try to make more eco-conscious choices.
Oh, that's great. So it's like from beginning to end,
That whole process.
AI is helping us rethink this whole system
Yeah,
to be more efficient and less wasteful.
absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked about how AI is helping us figure out what to design. It's helping with the design process itself. It's making the whole process of getting clothes made smarter and less wasteful.
Right.
Now what about how we actually buy clothes?
Right.
It seems like AI is having a big impact on both online and physical shopping.
Yeah. So online, the big one that everybody sees is the personalized recommendations.
Oh, yeah.
Right. AI is figuring out what you like based on what you've looked at before, what you've bought,
Right.
and suggesting things you might like. But I think one of the biggest changes is the virtual try-on tools,
Oh, yeah.
where you can actually see how something's going to look on you without having to physically try it on.
Right, right, right. And these tools are getting really advanced. Like
Yeah.
I was reading that they can use different body types. So it's not just like one size fits all. It's like
Wow.
actually showing you how it's going to fit your body.
Yeah.
And that can really reduce returns.
Hugely.
Right. Which is good for everyone.
It is.
Yeah.
Because returns are a big hassle for retailers and customers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And, size and fit are the main reason why people return stuff.
Right.
So if you can solve that problem,
Yeah,
that's a huge improvement.
yeah. And it's also easier to find what you're looking for online now
Yeah.
with those visual search tools.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you see a picture of something you like, you can upload it.
Yeah.
And AI can find similar things for you.
Across a bunch of different stores.
Yeah.
So it's a much easier way to shop.
It is. And chatbots.
Oh, the chatbots.
I mean, who hasn't tried to talk to a chatbot
Right.
while they're shopping
Right.
online? But they're 204/7.
Always there.
They can answer questions, give you styling advice, make it a more personalized experience.
Yeah.
Right. But AI is also changing physical stores,
Right.
like real stores.
Yeah, absolutely. So sales associates can use AI tools to help customers
Yeah.
find things, offer style suggestions, and really connect that online and offline experience.
Right.
So it's more seamless experience.
Yeah. And smart mirrors?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on.
Those are really cool.
That sounds like science fiction.
It is.
But they're using AI
Yeah.
to offer virtual try-ons, product recommendations, right there in the fitting room.
Yeah.
And I read that some high-end brands are using AI to create these really unique in-store experiences, like letting you customize products in 3D.
Right.
I mean, that's amazing.
It's very cool.
And even things like producing clothes on demand in the store,
Wow.
using AI to personalize them,
Yeah.
which reduces waste.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's interesting because we're also seeing AI being used to create virtual models
Wow.
with a wider range of body types
Oh, that's good.
and skin tones.
Yeah.
So that's making online shopping more inclusive
Yeah.
because you can see how clothes might actually look on you,
Yeah.
regardless of your body type,
Yeah.
which is something that's really important. And AI can even help retailers create product descriptions,
Right.
all that copy for their websites
Yeah.
automatically.
Yeah.
So it's freeing up human copywriters
Yeah.
to focus on other things,
Yeah.
more creative things.
So it's making the shopping experience more convenient,
Yeah.
more personalized,
Yeah.
and potentially even more inclusive,
Absolutely.
right? No matter where we choose to shop.
Right.
Okay, so we talked about AI changing design, production, and how we shop.
Right.
What about marketing? Like how brands get the word out about their clothes? How's AI changing that?
So AI is becoming really powerful in fashion marketing
Right.
because it can analyze so much data
Yeah.
to figure out what the best strategies are, who the target customers are, and then it makes the advertising more effective.
Yeah.
And one of the really interesting things I've seen is that generative AI
Right.
can be used to create whole ad campaigns
Oh, wow.
without even needing to hire models or do a photo shoot.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And some really big brands are using this
Wow.
to create these visuals for their ads.
So that must save them a ton of money.
Yeah, it saves money.
Yeah.
It saves time.
Yeah.
And AI tools can even automate the process of creating and managing content for social media.
Yeah.
And they can even predict how well a post is going to do in terms of likes and shares and all that engagement.
Yeah.
So it helps you optimize your content to get the best results.
Yeah.
And you can personalize marketing materials based on individual consumers.
Right.
And even things like loyalty programs.
Right.
You can personalize those with special offers based on what people bought in the past.
Oh, wow.
And AI can even write the product descriptions and marketing copy, so it's freeing up those human copywriters to focus on more strategic tasks.
All right. So it's like AI is taking over all these like little tasks and making them more efficient. So the humans can do like the big picture stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So as we can see, AI is just woven into every aspect of fashion.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. It can help with efficiency, personalization, even sustainability.
Right.
We've just scratched the surface here.
Right.
But hopefully you have a better sense of how AI is changing the clothes we wear and how we shop for them.
Yeah. What really stood out to you is like the most interesting or maybe surprising way AI is being used in fashion.
I think for me, it's that potential for sustainability.
Yeah.
Like AI can help reduce waste at every stage, from design to disposal.
Right.
That's a big deal. I mean, it's a really exciting possibility.
It is. It is. Think about how AI can work with that human element
Right.
of creativity, of personal style.
Yeah.
How do you see that evolving?
I mean, that's a great question. I think it's something we need to keep an eye on. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe, share it with anyone who might be interested in the future of fashion, and leave a comment. Tell us your thoughts. Any other topics you want to dive into that really helps us shape future deep dives to what you all find most interesting.
What if AI could predict not just trends, but even our individual emotional needs
Oh, wow.
and help us express them through clothing?
That's a really interesting idea.
It's a fascinating thing to think about.
It is. Yeah, it is.